Alright folks, we're going to be playing another league with this deck list that I played in the previous video, so if you watched that one, you're going to have some more content of it. Trying out Phyrexian Metamorph. This is the new spicy little number that has proved itself to be serviceable, so we'll try it in another league, so we'll see how things go. If you're interested in supporting my content, you can do so through for free whenever you use my Mana Traders and TCG Player links that you will find in the description of the video down below. You will also find a 10% discount for Mana Traders in that description as well. And if you would like to support my content directly, you can do so through patrons, through direct donations. With any donation of $30 or more, I will play any decks of your choice in one of my YouTube videos. And finally, coaching. That's another service that I offer if you're interested in that as well. That's it. Let's play some matches. All right, first round. Yeah, pass on this one. We're on the play though, which is nice. I like being on the play. So this hand is turn 3 Dryad into turn 4 Titan with both Boseiju and Cavern. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. And this is a keep with this split of cards, right? So if this were the opposite and we had like Primeval Titan and Summoner's back, so we would have to pact for the Dryad, then this would actually not be a keep. Oh, Saga Mirror Match? Like actual Mirror Match. Okay. Well, well, well. Not much for us to do here. Mirror Match is... I mean, it's gonna be rough when my opponent is actually ahead on Amulets by 2-1, right? So they have the Growth Chamber. Just make a construct, opponent. Come on, just make a construct, right? Ugh, that's worse for me. That is most definitely worse for me. All right. We're gonna name Dryad. Just name Giant. So we are gonna have to blow up a bounce land here. So we lose to second bounce land, but my opponent didn't play another bounce land. They didn't develop mana the previous turn. So I just have to hope that they don't have a second bounce land. And then they're going to be able to get the second bounce land from the Saga with Expedition Map, but this is still the play that gives... Okay, now we know they have the second bounce land, so I'm just going to chill here. I'm just going to make them show me the Primeval Titan, and then I just concede. Okay, well. Clearly I'm being outplayed by them. So clearly they know what's up. And my opponent knows about the Boseiju, right? So... You're playing around it. Yeah, you got a bunch of mana. What are you gonna do with it? All right. Save both of us some time. I do like Dismember, do like Boseiju, do like Force. And that's it. So we're gonna cut. Let's cut. 2 caverns, 1 explore. Actually, I'm going to cut one of these members. I'm going to bring in the other dismember of the draw. Is Amulet the only bad matchup for us? Is the only bad matchup the mirror? The mirror and Tron, of course. Our only loss today. Game number 2, we have a great hand that loses to force, but that's fine. We accept good hands that lose to force. Those are acceptable. Opponent with Saga on 1. Let's go Growth Chamber, Dryad, and pass the turn. Just replay the Gardens. Pass the turn. It's looking like it's going to be a fairly uninteractive game 2. So how far do I want to go playing around Blood Moon? Playing around Force? Because I can just, if my opponent lets me go to main phase, I can just go Forest, Celestial Sanctuary. Just call it, you know? If I don't care about playing around Force, I can just Mycosynth Gardens, copy Amulet. But if I were my opponent, I would probably upkeep the Force and blow both of these up. Yeah, I think we play our own Force. It's kind of free to do. And this only really works if my opponent just doesn't... If they just don't do the thing, right? Because now I get to haste. They could have double dismember, but I'm not playing around that. But since this is lethal anyways, regardless, it's kind of no use into playing further into Force. Now we get Boseiju plus Valakut. Go face. Go face. Opponent concedes. Yeah. Both times whoever had the better hand won. Unsurprisingly. I think on the draw I'm just gonna go with something like this. A little bit more interested in this member when I'm on the draw. I need to use it to catch back up. His hand's very strong. Once again, we're losing to Force with this hand, but his hand is really strong. It prevents me from getting super cheesed out, and it's still a turn 3 win. Should be fair in the mirror to have a Metamorph to copy opponent's Amulet. I mean, it depends, like, if my opponent has more forces than I do, because I only have a single force. So if they have more forces than I do, then they are going to be favored. So that's kind of what matters, you know? Whoever has and draws and is able to use the most the forces, the better. That's usually the player that wins. It's funny, like the mirror is very interesting in that it's either really skill intensive and really close, or it's like what you just saw. Or it's just like just 2 ships passing in the night, and like whoever has the better hand is gonna win 100% of the time. And then every now and then you find yourself in a situation where it's like super close and there's like a lot of room for like, you know, outplaying your opponent and like that kind of stuff. So it's interesting in that sense. So we're not losing technically here, because we're going to be able to Dryad into Hold Up Dismember. Pass the turn. All right, opponent floats a mana. Let's see what's up. So if they have Bounce Land Primetime in their 4 cards, we can still beat them thanks to Dismember, because we can make the Titan to 5/5 times 2, that's 10. And then we untap and we play our own Primeval Titan. And we should be able to, yeah, we just get double Valakut and then we attack and it's just lethal. So if my opponent goes for it, we can get him. So I'm just gonna do the yield until end step bluff over here. We'll see if it works. Just F6, boohoo, I don't have anything. So sad. So sad. You're just gonna kill me. I'm super dead. Opponent's deep in the tank though, they're still figuring out what they can play around. So if they go for a Dryad kill, we just dismember the Dryad. If they go for a... Oh! They don't have the Bounce Land. Okay. Well. So I think this should be lethal. Play prime time. Just gonna get double Valakut. All right. Clearly the superior player won the match. No. Round number 2. Are we just sciencing this hand? Is this just a science keep? If one of these were a bounce line, I think I would snap this off so quickly. Let's keep it anyway. Germany is cracking a cold one. Whew. You love to see it. You love to see it. Is it cold in Germany right now? I assume that it's... No, actually, yeah, it should be getting warm now, huh? In Europe. Jegantha. The weird thing about Jegantha is like it could be 7.5 million decks. Because it's the it's the companion of the people. Everybody gets to play it. Yes! Our opponent is doing it! Let's go! Reclaimer! Reclaimer! Let's go, baby, let's go! I don't know what opponent is up to over there. I want to be doing that. Kessev Wolfran, okay. Devoted Druid. Okay, so that's probably bad news for me, huh? Right, so here's the gardens and here's hoping that I'm not dead. How are they going to kill me with the combo though? Huh, I wonder. So if I copy Amulet, next turn I get to like copy another Amulet, but I still don't have them dead. So I'm gonna need a bounce land off the top. I think any bounce land should be okay, because I can just take 3 blue sources, 3 blue mana from the Toliara West itself, and I have a Susa. And I'm gonna have 3 amulets, so any bounce land should give me lethal. So no red mana for Kessig. Karn the Great Creator. Alright. Dude, you can play Karn and still have Ballista in the sideboard with Jegantha. That's kind of sick. Has anybody thought of that before? I guess Spike has, because he has Ballista in the sideboard of his like Amulet deck. I do think that I'm supposed to copy Amulet here on end step. And I guess now getting an expedition map doesn't do anything anymore, so there's that. So I'm just gonna use my mana efficiently, even though it destroys my land. Chalice. Kinda sucks. Oh, Prismatic Ending too? Gross. At least the good thing is that I don't get... The good thing is that I don't get super blown out here. Because they can't get coding. I wonder what Reclaimer's doing over there. Seems kind of weird. Perfect. Good draw. Although I guess, never mind, because there's a Chalice. Get sick on Amulet. Play bounce. So I guess I'm going to copy Reclaimer. So that next turn Reclaimer can find... This is kind of sick. So next turn Reclaimer is going to find Boseiju so that I can blow up the Chalice and I can win through there. I can double Metamorph, but it's likely that my opponent's going to be able to kill one of them, I guess. So I guess I have to play around Engineered Explosives. Okay, pass the turn back. Maybe I should be playing Reclaimer in my deck! Maybe I should have been playing Reclaimer all along. So now Karn can probably find a way to kill me. At least it can probably prevent me from winning. Dude, my opponent's deck is just sick. I love it. I love it so much. So explosives here probably means I'm dead. Karn gets Luxior. I mean, they still need something to do with the infinite mana, right? Because they don't have enough to Luxior plus equip, and they have to use the red mana, so they're not going to have red. Yeah, so this is what I was thinking. Like, they just have engineered explosives. Explosives means they kill their own Reclaimer, but still pretty bad for me because they're going to kill my Amulets and my Reclaimer. Take 3 champ. So this way I'm just forcing the explosives activation, right? I mean, I do get to pressure the Karn, which is nice. I don't think I'm just playing out the Metamorph, however. Second Reclaimer is kind of brutal. 1. So I think I can copy my opponent's Reclaimer. Bounce. 2, 3. Copy Reclaimer. Because we're still in the same plan, right? I have to Boseiju the Chalice. I'm not main decking Bojukabog. It's in the sideboard. So I can't like swing, they bounce, and then I can't make them bounce off of one another and then bog to kill the Reclaimer. So that part sucks. Monkey. Dude, opponent's deck is awesome. I'm still very intrigued to see what Reclaimer is supposed to do. That's a card. That sure is a card. So... What are we doing here? So I can use Reclaimer to go find Boseiju to blow up Chalice. I can also just go find a bounce land so I can hit my land drop right now. I don't think I like that because it allows my opponent's monkey to get in there. So I think I'm just going to do this and pass the turn back. I mean, I don't have to blow the Chalice now. I guess I don't know if I have to blow the Chalice now, actually. Like, I want to, but I can now find... I can now find the what's his name off of the primetime. I can find the Boseiju now off of the primetime. -2. snapping off the Karn, so I'm assuming that they found lethal. Luxior. 1 mana to play, 1, 2, 3 to equip. If they have a red source, I guess I lose. This is really cool. Reclaimer to go find your sagas is pretty neat. Dude, like this deck list is fire. I'm gonna check it out later, because this looks great. This looks exactly like my kind of deck. There's some numbers that I don't agree too much with, but okay, so they don't have lethal just yet. Okay. So now they make infinite green. But they still need a way to kill me. Because the Keswick doesn't work. Also, I can now kill the Devoted Druid with Boseiju. I just Boseiju the Luxior, and this has all of the counters, but it doesn't have the buff anymore, so... Oh, I can beat a hardcast Jegantha, that's for sure. Alright, so I think the correct line here is to spend 2 mana, get a forest, and I think we get a bounce land. I guess I'm gonna get Growth Chamber. That means I bounce forest, I have forest in hand, I can go Primetime, bounce land plus Primetime, bounce land plus Boseiju and kill the Luxior. Or I can just draw that. That's also acceptable. Also acceptable. It is acceptable to draw the nuts. Yeah, exactly. Because Boseiju only costs 1 because of the Azusa, it was better for me to get the bounce land there because it allows me to also resolve my Primeval Titan. Then it turns out I drew the Amulet, right? So just makes my play that much easier. But so we're gonna haste over here. Can I double strike? I have used 1 land drop. So I can bounce Boros, replay, force some chumps. Play this. And then I find Boseiju. I found Boseiju Bog. Also now Reclaimer goes off with the Amulet too, which is nice. So, because I need to kill the Luxior, because I don't think I'm going to be able to assemble lethal here. So if I find Boseiju plus Sunhome, I think this works. So bounce this. Yeah, because I can spend 2 mana to activate. We find Boseiju plus Sunhome. Yeah, I think spend 2 mana, Get a bounce land with Reclaimer. Sack. Right, so I attack. Sunhome Boseiju, 5 mana. I spend 2 to Reclaimer, get a bounce land, get the 2 back, and then I use the Boseiju mana itself in order to... Dude, this is sick. This is so sick here. So I just get to do everything. Hell yeah. So we get Sunhome, Boseiju. Wait for my opponent to line up blocks. Force the issue. And then we kill Luxior so that my opponent cannot kill me. Dude, Reclaimer is so sick! Reclaimer is so sick. It allows for so many crazy lines. Yeah, Metamorph copying Reclaimer was kind of sick. Sure. And the funny thing is I can only make this line work because my Azusa is in play, making the Boseiju cost only 1. Like, how insane is that? Dude, Reclaimer, yo. Oh, Reclaimer. I have an unhealthy love for this card. Dude, what a sick line. What an absolute sick line. What an absolutely sick line. Love it. Love it. So we're going to blow up the Luxior, and then that's going to kill the Devoted Druid. We also get to double strike. Okay. So spend 3 mana, pay 2, sack basic forest, get a bounce land. So that's in Sanctuary. Boseiju costs only 1. Pew. Double strike prime time. Sure. So opponent gets like a free Reclaimer activation, I guess, here. Not sure what they can go get, though. Oh, the sacking the Wolf Run, nice. We ended up 4-1 in the first league. Felt good. My opponents made a mistake or 2. It's possible. It's possible I may have stolen a game or 2, but I think we played well. That's what matters. Second Saga. You got -14, -12. Gonna double strike this primetime boy. Good old double strike. Woo! That was a turn, baby. That was a turn. That Amulet top deck kind of allowed me to pop off. I feel like I was still gonna be able to do some good stuff anyway. But, yeah. How are my hardened skills? Skills? My skills are not particularly great. It's a deck that has always interested me a lot, but I think it's extremely hard to pilot. I think it's remarkably hard to play. I think I played it once or twice on stream, and I did okay. Maybe like got a 3-2 or 2. Leyline Binding, okay. Sounds good. I mean, I'm just gonna Reclaimer for Boseiju, so... Unless they also have an answer to the Reclaimer, we should be good here. Easy block, trade for Monkey. Easy trade for Monkey there. Heh. Heh heh heh. Yeah. Yep. Dude, it's kind of ridiculous how much work this Reclaimer did. I would go ahead and say that it was astonishing how much work this Reclaimer did. Float mana. Pew. Pew, pew, pew. Dude, my opponent says wow, just wow. I'm like, dude, that was Reclaimer did so much work. Reclaimer did so much work. Damn. What a crazy game. What an absolutely crazy game. I don't think I care about Bojugabog. Don't think I care about Oblivion Stone. 4 seems pretty good, though. And I think I'm into Engineered Explosives. Dude, like, wow. Metamorph copying Reclaimer. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. So my opponent can't really... For my neck Reclaimers? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the only thing I can do now, right? I think I'm gonna cut his Saga. We'll see if my opponent reveals maybe they have Force or not. Okay, they don't have Force. That's good. So I don't have to worry about that. Looks great. His hand looks fantastic. Huh. Well. Somehow this hand looks better than it did last turn. So if they have Prismatic... Oh, they can't have Prismatic Ending. Yeah, we're just doing great. We are cooking, dude. Okay, I feel dirty now. And we don't have to... now we don't have to worry about Force even. So we just have this straight up turn 2 kill. You can pact for Dryad. I guess I'll just rather double Titan. It's just a cleaner kill. Just a cleaner kill. Oh, Amulet. Oh, Amulet. Damn, I love this deck so much, man. I really do. I love this deck so much. I love this deck so much. Woo! The Seiko game 1 into the turn 2 kill. Woof. Let me do the honors. There we go. Gotta do the honors. Round number 3, and this hand looks pretty good. So this should be a turn 3. Should be a turn 3 kill. Love to see it. Let's see what we're up against. Opponent moves to 5. Turn 1, Misty. Street Wraith. Okay, so it's just Living End. I think... So my opponent's clearly digging for Grief there. So I think I'm gonna go turn 1 Saga into Amulet. So if my opponent Griefies, like we get some value at least. And I think I do play out the Gracer. Ah, brutal draw. Oh, that's so bad. That's such a bad draw for us. Yeah, let's just do this. And the reason to play out the Gracer is because of Grief. So if my opponent plays, if they find a Grief, now they have to either discard Cultivator or Primetime. So they basically can't leave in enemy. Because otherwise I'm just giving my opponent a target to Grief. Oh, they're just jamming? Alright, that's cool. Alright, awesome. So, Subtlety or Bust? Subtlety or Bust is the name of the game here. And it needs to be specifically Subtlety. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Wow. All right. Well, that's a whiff. It's kind of a brutal whiffsky there, huh? I mean, not that it's gonna matter really, but so I think we get. Is this enough to win? Probably not. So I'm just gonna get double Sanctuary. And then we get to just Pact. So double Growth Chamber. Bounce this, play an Amulet. Pact for another Primetime. Play another Primetime. Say yes. And now we're gonna have triple Triple prime time. Seems good, seems good. Bounce this. Transmute. Pact. Pact. For Primeval Titan. Cast prime time. Say yes. Border Garrison. Isua. Kobe Slayer Stronghold. Alright, so very good. Copy there. Haste there. Haste there. Bounce. Move to combat. Swing. Opponent packs it. Alright, game number 2. We like Bog. We like Endurances. And I think that's it. I do wonder if this is a Metamorph matchup. Doesn't feel like one, but it's interesting to think about. I think I'm gonna play around 4s by cutting a couple of sagas. Let's actually not do that. Let's just cut caverns instead. And we're gonna cut one Explorer. I'm not sure about the Metamorph. It's kind of interesting that, you know, if my opponent griefs it and they discard it, then we get to we get to actually play it. I think that part's kind of cute. This hand looks great though. Big fan of this hand. Gracer into Saga. Okay. I guess we can just go for Sanctuary here. Is that better? No, I don't think so. I think it's better. Is it ever right to dump it? Well, I mean, that only works if you want to like time walk yourself. That may end up hurting you in the long run. Like it depends on what your setup is. So the alternative would have been to like not play Gracer. So if we don't play Gracer, then what we get to do is we get to just like on turn 2 we just go play a bounce land, go to discard, and we discard the prime time from there, you know? So that could have been an option, for sure. That could have definitely been an option. But I think that you're still giving your opponent time, right? If you're doing that, because at that point I don't have a way to keep doing the game myself. So it's kind of awkward, you know? So we do play Amulet there. Play this out. Not getting in first year with the Gracer, yeah. Mistake. My mistake. Really? That's an early concession. That game was far from over, opponent. I mean, sure. I guess they were just off it. Sure. Round number 4. On the play, we have turn 1 Gracer into Saga. Into map. Okay. Okay. This hand's doing some things. This hand's doing some stuff and some things. So this can find us an Amulet, and then we already have the bounce land. So at that point, it's just a matter of finding the Primeval Titan, which we can find through Expedition Map, given enough land drops. So this hand has a lot of good draws. Ignoble Hierarch. So this is probably Yawgmoth. Most likely Yawgmoth. Play bounce land, bounce forest, pass the turn. So we do have like a decent amount of bad things that can happen to us here. Grist would be pretty bad for us. If they play both the little guy and the medium guy, that would be the Geist and the Wolf. That could also be pretty bad for me. Okay, that's the little guy. And a bird. I think that's okay. So we're definitely going to get Amulet here. Play a Dryad. And now we can go... I guess we can't both play Second Dryad and Transmute in the same turn. So I guess I'm just going to play the Second Dryad here. And if nothing changes... So I do get to crack map, which is nice. So we just go ahead and we just crack map here. So next turn we're gonna have exactly enough mana to transmute on prime time, which should be enough to win the game. So if nothing changes here, we should have it. So Grist would be bad. Yawgmoth, I guess it would not be bad. They don't have enough to kill my Dryad. So it's kind of just Grist. Damn, Yawgmoth is such a sweet deck. It definitely doesn't see enough play. Oh, Dryad Arbor. Is that enough? I think that is actually enough. If they Yawg me here, I think that's actually enough to kill my Dryad now. Chord. Chord for 3. That's a Grist. So now the Grist is going to... Yep. Throw away a Wolf. Crack map for T-West. We do have draws that win the game here now. It's not one of them. That is not one of them. So let's go land, bounce, float for blue, transmute for Summoner's Pact, and attack Grist. So if my opponent wants to like let the young wolf die, that's probably good for me. So they just let the Grist go instead. So now they can't have evolution, which is funny. They can't actually evo into Yawgmoth, but they can draw an actual Yawgmoth or Chord. And neither of those should be enough to kill the Dryad. Next turn I can Titan anyway with double Amulet. I'm also scared of Outland Liberator potentially. Not much to do about that though. Alright, opponent just tanks for a bit. Oof, look at that attack. I'm actually gonna chump. The reason to chunk here is that it's important to like have my opponent at a lower life total than myself, because it stops Giraffe Messenger for being lethal by itself. No. Titan is better than Colossus here, because Titan chooses the lands. Like, we're gonna be doing this the exact same thing, right? But Titan chooses the lands that I get. I'm gonna have double Amulet, so Titan is actually a swing for 20, right? And we're gonna get to double Titan, which is nice. So play Sanctuary, float mana, Pact, Prime Time. Say yes. T-West, Growth Chamber. And now we just get to transmute again. And we have enough mana to cast Prime Time. Summon Respect. Second Primeval Titan. Cast it. Boom. Alright, cool. Cool. Winning against Yawgmoth is not an easy one, so whenever that happens, you'll have to see it. I think I'm actually interested in bringing in Oblivion Stones here. Kind of weird, but I think I like that. So we can cut a couple of caverns. We don't care about force. I don't think we care about explosives. Explosive is like okay. It just ends up being a little bit medium. Do we care about Metamorph? Do we care about Metamorph? We do care about force though. My opponent's gonna have forces. So let's just do that. I'm gonna take out the slightly worse art Metamorph. This is fine. I'm keeping it Cultivator Colossus specifically because of Necromentia, which is one of the most threatening cards that my opponent's gonna have post board. This hand is obviously a mulligan. This hand is actually kind of nice. Keep that. Bottom the forest. So this hand loses to force. That is the problem with this hand, but it's kind of nice otherwise. Point on a mul to 5. Turn 1 dork. Pretty good. Not a bad draw, actually. Not a bad draw at all. So, do I just jam? Do I just jam into force? I think I do. Wow. That's a top deck. That is a heck of a top deck. Okay, so I think I just need more information. So I'm just going to like play Bounce Land and just explore to see what's at the top of my deck. Okay, cool. So now I'm just going to just play Dryad and play Valakut and pass the turn back. So if my opponent has force, they're gonna get to blow up Amulet and Dryad, but then we just play on. So it's not that terrible. It's not great, but we don't just straight up lose. And my opponent should probably attack with Yawgmoth there. Oh, they just have... Oh no, they don't have the force. Interesting. Okay. Chord for Yawg. So they're just gonna sacrifice their entire board to kill my Dryad. This is a mistake. My opponent should have done this main phase. Like, land drops would have been great for them. So here opponent gets to draw a bunch of cards, but they should have just done that main phase. Just hit their land drop. Would have been so much better. I literally top decked the best possible thing. I guess Asusa would have been better, but still, that's pretty funny. That is pretty funny that I just top decked the nuts. I don't know, man. Sometimes you're just supposed to win, you know? Sometimes Moto is just like, you know what? You've been good. You've been good. You deserve this. First time streaming in a long time, you know. And Moto's just like, I got you, fam. I got you. Can we do anything here, though? I don't think we can do anything. I want to make sure that I can Colossus next turn. So I'm just going to go get Boseiju. I already have a forest. So I want to get Boseiju plus a bounce land, I guess. That seems like the most reasonable thing to do. And I'm going to bounce the Boseiju itself in case of, I don't know. I guess there's no reason to do that. It's actually better to just bounce the Valakut. So that's one more land. One more land drop for Cultivator. My plan already. This is the second one already, Lex. So I'm gonna be finishing this one up. I'm gonna have some nice little lunch. It's almost 3 p.m. here, so gotta finish this match and then the next one. With my opponent having only 3 up to 4 mana, I don't think I can die from here. Because I'm ahead on life total. So my opponent can't just go Young Wolf into Giraffe Messenger and just kill me. So, pre-modern stream win? It's a good question. That is a good question. All right. One is making my dude smaller. Kind of mean, if you ask me. Haven't seen messaging like mini moves with this deck. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's still a one-off. I think it's still a random one-off. Because otherwise, I don't know if they should be playing Twilight Maya, right? If they're not playing Messenger. When they don't have like the triple black mana requirement, Twilight Mire becomes a lot worse of a land. Close to the 100k reward to make me play the stock Amulet list. I mean, that's literally what I'm doing right now. So you got your desire for free. That's value. All right. Got a Geist. Oh, okay, they can find exactly Chord. They can find exactly Chord. In this next draw. It needs to be exactly Chord so they can go find the other, the Blood Artist. Right. Was that a Chord? Woof! It's kind of scary to think that my opponent still had an out to win right there, right? Like, the Yawgmoth deck is really, really resilient. But yeah, unfortunately I did not really have any way to interact with what my opponent was doing, so kind of just had to go for Amulet and just hope. All right, last round. Time for the last match for the trophy against the Jegantha gamer. I think I'm gonna keep this hand. This is a turn 3 Dryad into turn 4 Primeval Titan. So even if we don't draw anything, I think this stand's probably gonna be enough to win against the average Jegantha opponent. I guess they could be on Tron or something. Well, there you go. So again, if my opponent kept a good Tron hand, then they may be able to race me. But if they didn't, I should have enough to win. So if they play any non-Tron land here, I'm probably guaranteed to win. Oh, all right. Tower. Tower. That's an awful, awful draw. Play my Dryad. Play my Gruul Turf. Say go. Cross fingers. Cross fingers! Yes! All right, we'll probably win. Yes, 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 baby. I guess they could have exactly this member for this. And that's going to, like, time walk me. Looks like they don't. Here goes nothing. So yes, let's get in Valakut. And I think I'm gonna get Tolaria West. Oh, just get Boseiju. Just send face for a couple. Go to combat, swing. Is Tron back? Like, have people like started playing Tron again somehow? Is this a thing that people are, you know, just forcing themselves to do these days? Ujin? Sundering Titan? Welp. That's no one that I was expecting. Sure. All right. Was not expecting that one. We'll tell you that much. So we can still win this. We can still win this. So I'm gonna blow up the power plant. So let's do forest into sanctuary, bounce, blow up the power plant. We're going to chump attack the primetime into the Sundering Titan. Really? Just don't have anything. Okay. Then I'm going to get Boseiju plus T-West. It can be Boseiju Growth Chamber, can it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, because next turn I'm going to have to play both lands anyway, so we do that. One is going to take the block there. Tighten down. And next turn we're going to go play Stronghold, play Valakut, and then play Primetime, and we're going to 12 them. If they have another Tron land, then we're dead, right? Like if they assemble Tron and they just play anything, kind of, we're just gonna lose. But also, if they have any answer to Dryad, I'm probably losing. If they have, I guess they can't have Power Plant into Karn, so that's fine. I don't think anything they can find off of Karn kills me here. Probably the best thing would be like Chalice, but I can beat a Chalice because I have the natural prime time. Damn, this was close. This is really close. But unless they have a 1-mana way of killing my Dryad, I should be good. I'm kind of mind blown that they failed to find. So I guess their hand is like 2 basics or something. Unless they have like a 1-mana way of destroying their own Sundering Titan, I think we should be good here. They just play a single basic in the Boseiju world that we live in? Really? Another Sundering Titan, okay. They attack. Kind of an interesting attack. Lucky for me, we're gonna be fine. Say yes, gonna get Vesuva, and I guess I'm gonna get whatever. Vesuva copy Valakut. And just 4 triggers to the face. Awesome. Woof! Got there. The Epistles, thank you so much for the 2-1 sub, 38 months. Really appreciate it. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. So, Boseiju, Force, and I think that's it. Yep, that's it. Cascading Cataract, Blast Zone, Boseiju for other lands. I mean, I understand it. It just seems a little bit greedy. Also, no Force. That's a big deal. Are we keeping this one? So any non-bounce land off the top, and we are like, I would say 99% to win. But if we don't find a land, we're just probably gonna die. I'm not gonna not keep it, right? This is a stream for brave people. This is brave people only. Sadness. Sadness. Any non-bounce land. More sadness. Okay, so we probably lose now. Dryad Arbor to Summoner's Pact for. Oh, yes. Magic is all about luck. And they have the might too. But they crack? No way you crack here, dude. No way you crack there. Really? I mean, you have to find a green source. Like, you just have to. Remind yourself that overcompensate is slow in cities. Look. I am creating content right now. And what kind of content creator would I be if I didn't keep a 0-lander turn 2 kill, right? What kind of content creator, what kind of monster would I be? What kind of... Not targets for their Karn outplay. I also love how my opponent's like deep in the tank about these ancient steerings. Like, what the hell could they be thinking about? It's just, my opponent just like time walked themselves twice. How can I lose this game? Hope we don't lose this trophy because of this. Look, if I'm gonna be losing this trophy, it's gonna be specifically because of this. This is the only way that I would accept losing this trophy. If I kept a turn 2 kill on the draw. A potential turn 2 kill, mind you. I mean, the thing is, like, I think we can whiff once, right? I can whiff once. I just cannot whiff twice. Okay, never mind. Dude, that's so sad. Yep. Same list. Just one turn too late. Because otherwise I could have just played T-West on that previous turn. Then I go land, play Amulet, play bounce land, have the green floating. I float a mana. Then I just go off from there. I would have had exactly 6 mana. So even an ETB tapped land would have been enough. Now incorporate Super Saiyan and we get the 5-0, yeah. Exactly. It's just the right play, right? It's just the right play. Last game of the entire league for the trophy. For the trophy. I think we mulligan this, actually. So this hand is missing a Primeval Titan, and it's also, like, we just don't really have anywhere to go with this hand. Not again, chat. Not again. All right. That's a good draw. That's a good hand. Keep bottom that. I think we bottom the map. Turn 1 Amulet. Go. Move to 5, baby. Move to 5. Move to 5. Don't love that. Do not love that. So I'm just going to play Forest here. Send the turn back. No! Punish for not playing the Metamorph and time walking myself. Ugh. Vomit. Alright. Gonna blow up that tower. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. Chat. Just 2 mana Stone Rain, huh? Just 2 mana Stone Rain, huh? We get to copy their map? So we can hit our land drop? Okay, pass the turn. We gotta dodge the natty Tron right here. If my opponent has to spend mana to set it up, we're gonna be good. Yeah, we can also get a third Boseiju, or we can crack it to hit our land drop to Titan. Alright. Opponent's got the tower. Can we please find a bounce land off the top? Can we please find a bounce land off the top? If we find a bounce off the top, I'm gonna crack this map for another Boseiju. For the last Boseiju, that is. Just leave the dream. Don't pity needle, bro. Yo. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. Let's not mess around with like PD needle or any nonsense like that. Let's not do that shit. Just put Jegantha in hand. Like, that's just good value, right? Just put the Jegantha in hand. That's fine. It's cool. Relic. Acceptable. Relic is acceptable. Another map. Dude, we found the we found the map. The bounce land. We're gonna leave the dream. I assume it's just an egg, right? Oof. Oof. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Sylvan's crying. Oh, baby. That's another tower. Into Chromatic Star. Okay. Let's get Boseiju number 3. Dryad. Oh, dude. We're just doing this, right? So now we just Dryad plus Boseiju. We guarantee that my opponent can't do anything. And then we just Titan them next turn. So Dryad was a sick draw there. So they're gonna need to be able to kill the Dryad here. So I can bring my opponent down to 20 with the Dryad attack. And then I can prime time. So I guess I have to draw a bounce land. Bounce land off the top. Gracer. Does Gracer do it? I don't think Gracer does it. So I guess we go Valakut Vesuva. We still have 2 land drops here. Because I have to assume that my opponent is going to have something like... I have to assume the worst case scenario, which is my opponent just has the guy, right? If I get double Valakut here, I just dome them for 6 and it doesn't really do anything. And I also like take out the out for myself. So I think I have to Valakut plus Vesuva. That is 2 triggers. That is still 4 triggers. But I can like hold on to the Vesuva in hand. I can also just spend this turn to like put 2 bounce lands into my hand. But then I don't really get anything for next turn. I think it's Valakut Vesuva. So if they have... I guess they can have O-Stone or they can have Sundering Titan. O-Stone or Sundering Titan beats me. Oh, I misclicked! Oh my god, I missed 1 trigger. Oh, that sucks. That can potentially be really bad for me. That has the potential of being really bad for me. Karn. For Ensnaring Bridge? Dude, that's so bad. Oh no. Oh no. No, dude. Don't let it be this way. Not like this. Not like this. Bounce line off the top, dude. Because if I hadn't missed that extra trigger, if I hadn't misclicked there, I would have had like any land off the top just wins. My opponent goes for the bridge. Oh no! Disaster. Okay, Force of Vigor wins. Force of Vigor wins. Another Primetime wins. Summoner's Pact wins. Bounce Land wins. Tulare West wins. Gracer does not. Dude, that's so brutal. Oh my god, don't tell me that I'm gonna lose to the misclick. Dude, just any land, bro. Any land. No. Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh, I guess that you're right. Still any land would have won because of the attack. Platinum the Chromatic Star is cute. Yeah, that's a good sign for sure. I mean, they can just put Jegantha and just cast it, right? So they can just go for that. Yeah, Bounce Line is still lethal. Oh, dude, this is so close. This is so close. Just biting my nails here, dude. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Inland wins because 6-star, 6-card hand. No. No, right? Should have gone about Sage or kill the Dryad. I mean, they can't. Oh, they actually can filter. Yeah, they could have filtered. Okay, so they only have 5 mana for Karn. They minus for Sundering Tide. So they're setting up for next turn. Can we draw a bounce line off the top? Tulare West. We also have Force of Vigor also wins. We have a lot of lethals here. Primetime Gods. Primetime Gods. Please hear my calling. Please hear my calling, Primetime Gods. Please let me. No, Golos, he's banned. Golos is indeed banned. Alright, chat. Give me your energy, chat. Yes! 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 You hear that, chat? Do you hear that? That is the sound. That is the beautiful, beautiful sound of justice being served. Justice being served. Woo! Oh, that is how we do it. That is how we do it. All right, folks, 9-1 in the day with Amulet. Feels nice. Metamorph was kind of awesome. Metamorph did a lot of nice things, particularly in the Reclaimer matchup. It was incredible. Then just copying my own Amulet came up multiple times. Just copying my own Primeval Titans came up multiple times as well. I guess it only came up once, but still. So, Metamorph is interesting. Metamorph is interesting. I don't think that I want to be playing any more than 2 copies. That 2 seems like the sweet spot, like the number that I would be the most okay with. But it did some stuff. It did some stuff and some things. So I'm kind of interested. I'm going to be playing some more of this deck list for sure in the near future. That's gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much, folks, for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe on the way out, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye bye.